got a long memory, you might remember that the last time one of these, a Zenvo, came to the Top Gear test track, it didn't end all that well, did it? But come on, that was 7 years ago. I'm sure Zenvo since then has grown up, matured, like all of us, become a little bit more sensible. What am I saying? Look at this thing. Of course they haven't. Welcome to the TSR-S. Suppose I should give you some numbers as well. 1,178 brake horsepower from a 5.8 litre twin supercharged V8. The reason they've gone twin supercharged, as the TS in the name, when this Zenvo used to be turbocharged and supercharged, the test driver said it was, quote, undrivable. So, much more sensible now. It's also come down from a 6.9 litre V8 to just a 5.8. See, even Denmark can't get away from downsizing. And that means that this steel-framed car with gorgeous carbon fibre panels has some absolutely terrifying performance. They tell me it's got traction control, but it certainly doesn't feel like it's day, not in the wet, not on these tyres. But this car isn't really about its twin supercharged 1,178 brake horsepower V8, its dog clutch gearbox, masses of carbon fibre, seats that seem to have been made out of the kind of material you find in your swimming shorts. No, it's not about any of that. This car is about that wing. Yes, the Zenvo TSR-S is the hypercar with the wonky wing. That's really all it's for. They call it the centripetal wing. Now, I thought a centipede was a really, really long bug that lived in the jungle and had loads of legs, but it turns out it's a very clever piece of aerodynamics, or just a really, really good way to show off, depending on your point of view. What we've got is a carbon fibre spoiler balanced out the back of the car, but it's hinged front to rear, so you can use it as an air brake. It stands up when I jump on the pedal. Okay, we've seen that before on McLarens and stuff. But what this can also do is hinge side to side, like it's falling off. Now, this is all run by the same hydraulic fluid that's also powering the car's whip crack fast gearbox. And what it means is that when you corner really hard and the G sensors reckon you've got enough force going through the car, it tilts the wing. And what the tilt of the wing is supposed to do is balance out, body roll, counteract G-force, and just keep the inside tyres of the car more forced into the road. It sounds like reasonable physics to me, but I'm not a physicist. I'm not an aerodynamicist. If you are Adrian Newey and you're watching in the comments, please let us know, is this absolute nonsense, or would you love to put it on a Formula One car? Zenvo reckons that wing, when it's just sat still, and there is a mode for that if you are feeling shy and retiring and you just want to have a sensible commute, that wing's supposed to generate 240 kilos of downforce. And then when it's at max tilt, apparently it only loses 3% of its efficiency. So you're still getting the lion's share, hundreds and hundreds of kilos of downforce, slamming those massive back tyres into the road. Problem is, those tyres today on this TSR-S are basically cut slicks, and because we're in the UK on a lovely summer's day, it's soaking wet out there, and trying to get the G-force you need into the car to make the wing do its thing, well, it's pretty tough going, take it from me, but we'll do our best. Let's see if the Zenvo's wing is more than just a party piece. Zenvo reckons it'll do 0 to 62 in 2.8 seconds, 0 to 124 miles an hour in 6.8 seconds, a few tenths behind your Chiron, sorry Zenvo owners. And the top speed is limited to 203 miles an hour because you wouldn't want to hurt your expensive wing that's hanging off the back. Whoa! Tell you what as well, anyone who says paddle shift gearboxes can't be exciting and you'd rather have a manual, you've got to have a go in one of these. It's like an explosion going off every time you change gear. Feels like you might be being chased by some sort of artillery fire from, I don't know, an invading alien race. It's absolutely cracking. Well, that's what the Zenvo's all about, isn't it? There's no reason that those enormous tailpipes have to shoot gallons of fuel every time you hit the downshift, there's no reason it should be spitting fire on the upshifts either. But it can. And if you think supercars have got a bit serious of late, then this is what supercars used to all be about. Whoa!